الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
قل أعوذ برب الناس.
So today we'll be exposing the false potato, my idiot, and Rob Christian, the idiot, and Sam Shamoun, the idiot, because they all follow each other. So we're gonna expose them through a video call, in Sam Shamoun's channel. And he said, wait, what does the hadith say? Now, let me give you a little context. Sam Shamoun posts this, and he posts the Tirmidhi hadith because he thinks that Sheikh Uthman Ibn Farooq says, where does it say the Quran will intercede for the person on the day of resurrection in the Tirmidhi hadith? And Sam Shamoun shows him from Tirmidhi hadith. But that's not the real answer, because Sheikh Uthman wasn't asking about the hadith where the Quran will intercede. He was saying, where does it mention the pale man in a Tirmidhi hadith? Where does it mention that the Quran will come as a pale man? The wording pale man. Where does it say that the Quran will come as a pale man to intercede? There's no mention of the pale man in the Tirmidhi hadith. So let's laugh and enjoy because basically he just exposed himself. Like Sam Shamoun is panicking and he got himself exposed. I mean, he's like panicking so much that he's getting himself exposed. Let's just watch. Let's see how funny it is. So he says, special thanks to Ian Montes. And he posts the hadith. Abu Hurairah reported the Prophet Muhammad said, the Quran will be brought on the day of resurrection, and it will say for its reciter, O Lord, decorate him so he will be clothed with a crown of nobility. Then it will say, O Lord, give him more so he will be clothed with a suit of nobility. Then it will say, O Lord, be pleased with him, so Allah will be pleased with him, and he will say, recite and rise up, be increased in goodness for every verse. This hadith in Sunan Tirmidhi, right, as you can see in Tirmidhi. But there's no mention of the pale man. Sheikh Uthman Farooq was saying, where does it say in a Tirmidhi hadith? They could not find a Tirmidhi hadith that says that the Quran will come as a pale man. It only says the Quran will be brought on the day of resurrection and will intercede for the person who recites it. But nowhere does it say it will be brought as a pale man. Let's continue. So it says, oh no, good problem here. And the idiot Sam Shamoun forgot that Sheikh Uthman Ibn Farooq was saying there is no Tirmidhi hadith that says that the Quran will come as a pale man. It only says the Quran will come and intercede. It does not say it will come as a pale man. And since Sam Shamoun is panicking a lot and he's making many videos about Sheikh Uthman Ibn Farooq, trying to find anything to expose him, he's failing again and again. Let's listen to the video again, guys. Let's see what Sheikh Uthman Ibn Farooq says, that there's no Tirmidhi hadith that mentions that the Quran will come as a pale man. The wording pale man is nowhere to be found in the Tirmidhi hadith. It only says the Quran will come and intercede for the person.
At one point in the discussion, I brought up the fact that the Quran, according to various hadith narrations, is going to intercede for Muslims on the day of resurrection. And in addition to that, I pointed out in certain versions, it tells us that the Quran will do so by appearing as a pale man. When Uthman asked us to show that to him, I simply mentioned that it's found in Tirmidhi, and he said, where? I found this kind of humorous, because every time I heard Muslims cite hadith, they simply say it's in Bukhari, it's in Muslim. My understanding, which I have from other Muslims, which is part and parcel of why I hold that, and have read in the Islamic sources, that the Quran itself does intercede for Muslims, or will, on the Day of Judgment, right? The Quran will appear as a pale man and will say that he was the Muslim's companion in life and will intercede for him. Is that not correct?
Can you give me a reference for that?
That's in the hadith.
Which hadith?
Seriously, you don't think I'm going to go back? I mean, like, I don't know.
Are you saying that's not in the hadith? That is not in any authentic hadith that I've ever read.
So you'd say it's not authentic?
No,
that's fine. If you say it's not authentic,
hold on, take it easy. So, to say the Quran will appear as a pale man, and what did you say it would be with
the Quran will intercede for Muslims, and will say that it
as a pale man.
Well, that's in a Tirmidhi hadith, for example.
As a pale man.
Well, that's in a Tirmidhi hadith, for example.
As a pale man.
Well, that's in a Tirmidhi hadith, for example.
As a pale man.
Well, that's in a Tirmidhi hadith, for example.
Let's just, I can look up for you. Let's look for it. So, no, hold on. Because see, I like to discuss on evidences. So, can I find a hadith in a Tirmidhi that says the Quran will be a pale man? Can I find a hadith in a Tirmidhi that says the Quran will be a pale man? Can I find a hadith in a Tirmidhi that says the Quran will be a pale man?